For today's assignment, you're going to want to have your periodic table out and a calculator for your simple math if you would like one, and your 3-3 practice problems. So I wanted you to watch this video and work a couple of them out as an example just to kind of get you going and thinking about this particular assignment. Please notice that for 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5, I have, added neutrons. So can you also add neutrons to 1 through 5? And you're going to identify your number of protons, electrons, and neutrons for 1 through 5. So let's take a look first at number 1. So number 1 asks, how many protons, electrons, and neutrons are present in vanadium, the atom? So find vanadium on the periodic table. Vanadium has the element symbol V, a capitalized V. So vanadium has the atomic number of 23, so that means you have 23 protons. Since it said that this is an atom, that means your number of protons and your number of electrons are the same. So you have 23 electrons. And to find your number of neutrons, you look at your mass. So your mass is 50.942. So we're going to do 51, round that up to 51, minus your atomic number, which is 23. And your answer is going to be 28 for your number of neutrons. So number 1 is the model for 2 through 5, where you identify, again, the protons, electrons, and neutrons for each atom. You can pause the video and go on and answer 2 through 5 and then pick back up. Or you can work all of them out at the end of the video after you've worked each example. Let's take a look at number 6. Number 6 says, what is the name of the element? And you can just write the element symbol. You don't have to write out the entire name. For the element that has 5 protons. So go to your periodic table and find the element, because your proton number, your atomic number, will be your element symbol. So boron, or B, has the atomic number 5. So number 6 is a model for 7 through 10, where you're going to write the name or the element symbol given your number of protons. Again, protons is the same as your atomic number. Let's take a look at number 11 now. Number 11 says, write the chemical symbol for the ion that has 12 protons and 10 electrons. So go to your periodic table. 12 protons is going to help you figure out what is the chemical symbol for this ion. So find the element that has the atomic number 12, which is magnesium, or the symbol is Mg. And it says, since it's an ion, I'm going to have my charge. So to find my charge, I find my difference between my protons and electrons. So my difference is 2. And what do I have more of? Positive protons or negative electrons? I have more positive protons, so I will put a plus. So again, you could write your symbol with the plus sign first and then the numerical charge. And again, with positive ions, you have to write the plus sign. It's not understood in math that if you write just the number, it's a positive number. With charges, you have to write your positive or negative charge. So number 11 is going to be a model for 12 through 15, where you're just writing the chemical symbol. Now, The chemical symbol is different from your complete chemical symbol. The complete is where you would include the mass number and the atomic number. But just with the symbol, it's just the element symbol and charge. So let's take a look at number 16. So here's where you have your complete. So do you see the difference between your complete versus just the chemical symbol? So again, with the complete, you're given your atomic number, your mass number, and your symbol. So that's the difference with your complete. Okay, so let's take a look at 16. 16 says how many protons, neutrons, and electrons are present in the nickel ion. So the first thing you want to do is make your list of protons, electrons, and neutrons. So to figure out your number of protons, you want to look at your atomic number. So you can either look at the complete and know that your atomic number is always wrote in the lower left-hand corner, so that's 28. Or find nickel on the periodic table and confirm, yes, nickel has the atomic number 28. It's the whole number on your periodic table. Since we're working with an ion and not an atom, our number of protons and electrons are not going to be the same. So we always start with our number of protons, which is 28, and then we look at the charge. So since we have a positive here, that means we're going to subtract 2. So we're going to have 26 electrons. And does that make sense? Again, an atom has equal number of protons and electrons, and ions do not. It's a charge of positive 2. So do we have more positive protons than we do negative electrons? Yes, we do. So that's, and how many more? We have 2 more. To find your number of neutrons, remember it's your mass number, which is 59, minus your atomic number, which is 28. So 59 minus 28. And that is going to give you 31 neutrons. So 16 is a model for 17 through 21. Let's take a look at number 22. Number 22 says to write the complete chemical symbol. So this time we want to make sure we include our mass and our atomic number and our charge because we're working with an ion. And we have, 84 protons, 125 neutrons, and 80 electrons. So go to your periodic table. We're going to focus on our proton number because our proton number is going to tell us what our element is. So the element that has the atomic number 84 is polonium. So we're going to write the element symbol, P-O. Remember, let's start with your atomic number or your number of protons, which is 84, and that goes in the lower right-hand corner. The mass is going to go up here in the upper right-hand corner. So your mass is 84 plus 80, because remember, your mass is your number of protons plus your number of neutrons. 84 plus 125. Excuse me, I just looked at my numbers I didn't read. So it's your number of protons plus your number of neutrons. So 84 plus 125, not 84 plus 80. So again, to find your number, your mass number, it's your number of protons plus your number of neutrons. So 84 plus 125, which that is 209. Go to your periodic table just to double check to make sure you're correct and you didn't misadd your wrong subatomic particles like I almost did. Yep, polonium has the mass of 209, so we added them correctly. If we added your atomic number and, we would have added your protons and your electrons number, we would have got 164, which that's not what's on the periodic table. And then we have to figure out our charge. So find the difference between your two subatomic particles that have the charge. Your proton's positive, your electron that's negative. So the difference is 4. And what do you have more of? More positive protons or more negative electrons? Positive protons. And again, remember you could write +4 or 4 plus. It does not matter. So 22 is going to be a model for 23 through 25. And then if you could go on and submit this for me, please.